So the original concept for functional sizing, which is how this whole journey started, was created by an IBMer called Alan Albrecht back in 1974. That is the IFPUG functional sizing method. It was used quite extensively in the 80s and with some success for a lot of people. The challenge with it is that you have to read a 600-page manual and pass a 3-hour exam to be certified in how to do that. And that doesn't appeal to a lot of people. But nevertheless, it does work. It is more effective than counting lines of code or counting stories or story points. So people were using that technique and were wondering how they could improve it. So 20 years later, in the late 90s, that's when Charles Simons and Professor Alain Brand co-founded Cosmic, and they each had their own experiences of using different other techniques for sizing. And then they came up with, together with some other folks, came up with the Cosmic sizing methodology. And the beauty of Cosmic is it solves all the challenges of its predecessors. Things like you can size an individual user story. You can size from partial requirements. You can size at different layers of software. You can size embedded systems out of the get-go. So throwing away the rules that were created by Alan Albrecht in the IFPUG sizing, and ScopeMaster is pretty much automated. In fact, we've automated both, but we always recommend Cosmic for the reasons I've just outlined. And the reason that gives value is because it gives early insight into how long is this project going to take and how much effort is it going to be, or how much is it going to cost. So you can make really good executive decisions before you've written a line of code. You can say, should we invest £1 million of this? Oh, actually, it's going to be £2 million because ScopeMaster's told us about the knowable unknowns. It's going to be 2 million. It's going to take 2.5 years. Is that the right thing to do, or should we do something else? And making that early decision about scope and what you're going to do, that has huge value. And that's how you avoid these catastrophes.